Good morning, students. Welcome for the English class, Unit 6, Prose, Friendship. This prose is divided into 3 sections. Once there was a successful businessman, Vetri. He lived in Coimbatore. Once upon a time, Vetri Construction was a leading construction company. His company constructed many shopping complexes, houses and apartments in Coimbatore. Everything went on well until his father's death. After the death of his father, his brothers demanded him to divide their wealth. They started their own business separately. Vetri found difficult to establish his business. He took loans to run his company, but could not pay it back. Thus, he sold his property and lived in a very small home. Though he found a job, always he longed to start a new company, but he had no money. No one was ready to lend him money. So his wife suggested him to meet his good friend Asif and to ask him for money. But Asif lived in Chennai and Vetri had not met him for many years. So he was reluctant to ask him. But after that deep thought, one day he boarded in the train from Coimbatore to Chennai. As he was in the train, he had a flashback or memory of his school days in his hometown. The middle school, which was in Killakudi near Coimbatore, which was outskirts of the city. Vetri and Asif had met each other in this school. On the first day of the school, their friendship had begun. When Vetri's parents dropped him to the school, he cried, and it was Asif who consoled him by giving him a chocolate or saying to him that after the bell they would play. These two were good at studies. They used to help each other in their studies. Even they used to help others in their lessons. They played together. They studied together with healthy competition. They exchanged their food, etc. Their friendship grew stronger. One day there was a quarrel or fight between Asif's and Vetri's families. Both families stopped talking to each other. Yet these two continued their friendship till 10th standard. After 10th, Asif moved to Chennai and settled there. Vetri had no chance to go to Chennai and meet him. Now, Vetri has reached to the station platform. He walked straight to Asif's office, but the security stopped him at the gate. He asked Vetri, who did he want to meet? Vetri replied nervously. Asif was his friend and he wanted to meet him there. The security was astounded and said, Asif was their MD, sir. Vetri told the security that Asif was his friend in his hometown. The security told him to check with the receptionist. Vetri walked to receptionist and the receptionist asked Vetri, how could she help him? Vetri told the receptionist, could he meet their MD? And he explained that he had come from Killakudi. By listening this, the receptionist rose from her chair. The door was opened and Vetri got into the office of Asif. Asif told Vetri that he saw him through the CCTV and finally Vetri has found him. Vetri was dumbfounded. Then he told Asif that he had come there for his friend's wedding and thought of meeting him. Both spoke for a long time about their school days. Then they went for the lunch to Asif's home. Asif's wife said she knew Vetri as a good friend of his husband. In the evening, Asif dropped him to the railway station. Vetri reached home and told his wife everything in detail. She knew her husband, so she did not ask anything else. 2 days later, Vetri got a call saying, "Was he speaking to Vetri?" And Vetri replied, "Yes." And the voice said, "The MD, Mr. Asif, had assigned a project to him. He wanted to meet him. Would he be able to come to Chennai?" And Vetri could not believe his eyes. Dear students, we have completed the prose friendship from Unit 6. In this lesson, we have learned a friend in need is a friend indeed. Thank you, students, for listening to my class.